What have I been playing? What have I been watching? What have I been reading? Let's go! Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this week's episode of what I've been playing, what I've been watching, what I've been reading, okay? Sorry, I'm feeling a little bit lower on energy at the moment. We haven't long got back from a run, me and Rossi. I think we left at about 6 o'clock this morning, because you gotta be careful when you got a dog, isn't it, in this heat, you know? So I can't be running with the dog any time after 10 o'clock. So we've done our run. We did 12 kilometers today. I felt pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm pretty tired now. I think that's what it is. I'm feeling a little bit low, and I could feel my eyes drifting off. So I thought I could easily have either gone to bed and slept for a couple of hours, and I don't want to waste my day off in bed. So I thought option number 2 is come up and wake myself up and film a YouTube video. So guess which one I chose? Yeah, so what have I been playing? What have I been watching? What have I been reading? Haven't actually done a lot this week. Gaming, watching or reading universe. I've been busy bee. There's been times I've had to go to work 9 till 5, then go back in. Do you know what I mean? Like Thursday, I went back in at 9:30. It's a horror. It's a lot easier said than done. Do you know? Like when you're like clock watching and like, right, I need to leave at this time, so I'll have my food now. I'll see to Rossi now. I'll do this, and I gotta go back in. Yeah, it sucks, man. So I don't recommend it, but I'm thinking of the money, all the overtime, you know. Anyway, that's my little rant over. What have I been playing then? So 3 games this week. Only one of them I literally only played a tiny bit last night. So obviously I'm still playing Street Fighter 6, but I haven't actually played any, I don't think in the last 7 days, any of the World Tour mode. I've just been playing arcade mode again, doing some of the special battles. I think locking in now, my top 2 characters is Ryu and Jurihan. They're probably my favourite 2. Not saying that, probably the best. I'm the best with Ryu, but Juri's just so much fun. I really started to dig her character. I love the way she talks in this one. The voice actress, whoever she is doing a fantastic job. She's kind of like gives me Harley Quinn vibes, I suppose, but she's a cool Harley Quinn. Yeah, so I've been playing a little bit of that. The game I've played the most this week is Nier Automata, Game of the Year edition. This is my second attempt at, or second playthrough playing this. I'm quite confident I'm ahead of where I was the last time round. It's my first time playing it sober since I've been alcohol free, you know. So I can't exactly remember where I stopped playing, but I think I'm further. But the weird thing with this game is I'm at a point now where I don't know where to go. There's no active missions. I've done all the small side quests. I'm not sure where to go, and it's a shame to just stop playing it. But I'm going to play it again maybe today or tomorrow, and if it doesn't give me any clue, I'm not really good at RPGs, right? But give me a clue. Tell me, give me something. I'm trying to find, looking at the world map, and I'm trying to like all the little highlighted areas, points of interest. That's like, if you haven't been there, it's like question mark. I'm trying to find all them, and hopefully that will lead to my next quest. But yeah, has anyone completed this game? Again, I suck at RPGs, and I always, when I get stuck, or I don't know, I'm well over 10 hours into it. It's around between the 10 to 15 hours. That's when I start losing interest, and I put it back on the shelf, I'll come back to it. Next thing I know, a couple of months go by, I'm installing a new game, I need to free up space on the hard drive, and I go, oh yeah, I haven't played that, I'll delete that, and it just sits on my shelf forever and ever and ever. But what I've played of, it's really good. I like the action, the combat, I like the graphics. A lot of people said it's not the best looking. I like it. I'm a big fan of it, but I hope I find out what I got to do, you know. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. And the game I put in last night, just for a change, I was looking at my PS4 collection, going, I don't know, I'm in the mood for something else, and I don't know what it is. So obviously, I've got my fighting game fix taken care of. I got my RPG fix taken care of. So I'm really enjoying my Master System at the moment. So I was looking at my Master System games. Then all of a sudden I'm looking at my PS4 and I thought, what am I in the mood to play? So I stuck on Agalos. Now, I picked this game up. It's like an indie game. It just something, I did buy it in CEX, and it just, something about it. I thought, I really like the look of that. It looks absolutely stunning. So it's like 8-bit graphics, I want to say. And I just thought, I just thought this looks interesting. Put it on last night. Played only like 20 minutes. It installed like that on the PlayStation 5. I wish all games installed like that on the PlayStation 5. It must be a small, it's hardly taking up any real estate on my hard drive, you know. So yeah, I started playing. I can't talk much more about it because I'll tell you what I did. I played till I leveled my character up. It's a Wonder Boy kind of game. Wonder Boy in Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap. Sorry, my head's not with it today, guys. I'm trying my best though. So it gives me Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap vibes, I suppose. But it's nice to play a game like that. It runs so smooth on the PlayStation 4. But the mistake I made, I'm glad I spotted it early though, is like these statues, you walk into them and your health regenerates, and it's like a save file thing. I thought it's just saved my progress automatically. Great. It's carried on. I thought I'll play now till I just level my character up to level 2. Did that, quit it, and I thought I'll just go back in to make sure it saved my progress, and it hadn't. But my fault, I didn't read the text. It says press up or hold up when you're on the statue, then it saves your progress. So again, my fault, but I'm glad I didn't like level up to level 10. I didn't put like 5 hours plus, because that would have fucking ruined me, that would have. But yeah, I'm liking what I've played so far. Again, I can't talk much more because I haven't played it much more. So that's all I've been playing this week, guys. What have I been watching? I've recently discovered on Netflix there's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon 2. It's called Sword of Destiny. I think it's like it is a sequel to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I've so got the itch to watch the original movie again. I can find it on DVD for relatively cheap, but I'm trying to track down the Blu-ray version of it. I don't want to pay too much. There's a 4K Ultra version of it on HMV and I think Amazon. That's £15. I don't want to spend £15 on it. But anyway, getting back to Sword of Destiny, I'm probably just under halfway through because I've been working these hours. As soon as I put a movie on, I normally watch movies when I'm in bed. I'm falling asleep straight away and then waking up and then switching it off kind of thing. So, and then basically the next night, I'll think, I can't remember where I was, so I'm starting from the beginning. I've tried to watch it all week, but I've just been falling asleep straight away. As soon as my head hits the pillow, basically, within 2 minutes, I'm sleeping. I'm knackered. It's been a tough week in work. So yeah, I've enjoyed, I don't know, a quarter or a third of that film. If you're half a fan of the first one, yes, it is a Netflix original, but it looks like they've got a big budget behind it. Visually it's spectacular like the first one was, you know. On Prime, I've actually watched this morning. A really good documentary on Amazon Prime. It's called Life After Navigator. I got Anthem Navigator. Oh, my spell check thing on my fucking phone, I tell you what. I think it's called Life After Navigator or The Navigator. Yes, Life After The Navigator. And it's a documentary. It's an hour and a half documentary on life after the movie Flight of the Navigator, and I thought everyone's seen that film. It did okay in the box office, I believe, but it became a cult. It's one of those ones that it gained a cult following on VHS. It was on the Disney Channel a lot, apparently. So it is fondly remembered definitely by my generation. It's like a film, very interesting, very clever film actually. I love one of my favourite things is when it starts, it's dogs jumping up, grabbing frisbees. It's like, I wasn't expecting that, but it's just a cool music playing. The dog's like a show or something, like a dog show. But basically, this boy has got a younger brother and mother and father, and I think he's like 8 or 9 years old, or let's call him 10. He's 10-year-old boy, and he's out playing, and he's on his way home or something, and he falls into like down this pit kind of thing, and then he kind of knocks himself unconscious. So he wakes up. I think I'm remembering it right. He wakes up and goes home, and a few things are different, and he's like, oh, I didn't notice that before. So he goes into his house, and there's other people living there, and he's like, what the hell's going on? It would spin you out, wouldn't it? And he's like, what the hell? And he's taken to the police station, and they call the police. He's crying and stuff. Luckily, it's a nice family living in this his house. So then they ask him his name and stuff like that, and he tells them his name. He goes, that's my house, that's where I live. Where's my mum and dad and my little brother? And then he goes, the police say, oh, okay, we've got records here. Your parents don't live there. They live over this end of town, kind of thing. So they take him to his parents' house, and they're old. His younger brother is I think he's an adult. I think it's something like 8 years have gone by, if I remember right. So it's like, how clever is that? So basically what had happened is he'd been abducted by an alien, let's say, a spaceship, and they put him back to where they found him, but 8 years have gone by, but he hasn't aged, so they basically put him 8 years into the future, and it's all about, I don't want to say anymore, just go watch it, but it's a very clever film, but it's a really funny film as well. It's a feel-good family film. That's probably the best way to describe it. And I never thought about it until I started watching this documentary, because the main boy in it, he's a brilliant little actor. I thought, why isn't... And I was like, yeah, he carries the film. If he was an average actor, it wouldn't have worked. He had to be amazing actor. And kind of like the Goonies, you know. And he had some small roles. He was in Neverending Story and stuff like that. But he turns out, this actor, he's in his late 40s now. He's been in and out of prison. He went to prison once for armed robbery of a bank. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what the hell? It's just like him talking about... It's not all about him. It's about like the making of the film. But obviously the main part of the film was this very talented young actor. So it's a lot of interviews with him. I think it took him a few years to do this documentary, because you can see, like in some scenes he's got a moustache, and others he's clean shaven, then he's got stubble, then he looks like he's a bit bigger, then he's slimmed down. It's a very thought-provoking documentary. He wasn't abused or anything like that. He had a terrible father. His father wasn't on the scene. He phoned his father up once to ask for help, for support. He said, I'm getting into drugs, can I at least speak to you? And his father said something like, you haven't got any problems. And I tell you what, it reminded me, when second person I ever told about my mental health, they said, you haven't got problems, your life's perfect, I've got problems. That was the second person, family member as well. Well, not I don't consider them family anymore anyway. So I could relate to what he said, because he phoned his father, of all people, his birth father, and he kind of tried to stay in touch on birthdays and stuff like that, but he wasn't raised by his father, let's say. and his father basically said, you know, the best thing you could do for everyone is to jump off a bridge or slit your wrists. It's like, what? No wonder this guy turned up, went off the rails, let's say. So he had a lot of money, or it doesn't say how much money did have, but he had access to money that his teenage friends didn't have because he had the royalties or whatever from the movie. And his mother was kind of like a hippie. So she looking back, she was like, I wish I waited till he was 18 or 21 to give him the money. Like a lot of these child star parents try to keep the money, don't they? She was completely opposite. He asked for it. She was like, there's your money. It's your money. I wasn't in the movie. You were in the movie, you know. You worked for it. But then he obviously was in the wrong crowd, got into all the drugs and stuff like that. But he's sober now, so I hope the end of the documentary was very positive. But people that suffer with addiction, yeah, I know it's tough. It's really tough. I never had the drugs problem, but yeah, I hope he seems like a nice man, a really nice man as well. Yeah, so I thoroughly enjoyed it. It has made me want to go and buy a really good Blu-ray copy of Flight of the Navigator, because I don't think it's on any of the streaming services that I've got. It'd be nice if it was on Amazon Prime, wouldn't it? I don't think it's on there. It might be on Disney, maybe, but I cancelled my Disney subscription. Yeah, so that was Life After the Navigator. Really, really good documentary that was. Movies I haven't really watched, other than trying to watch Sword of Destiny. I haven't really watched anything, I don't think. I finished Triple Threat. That was Fantango. Really enjoyed that. I've got a couple of good martial art movies lying around here that I want to get through. Tai Chi Master, I can see there. No Retreat, No Surrender 2. All the good stuff, you know. YouTube. I haven't watched probably the least amount of YouTube. There's still a lot, mind, that I've watched in the last 7 days. But I'm always finding new channels, big channels, small channels. I love. In case you didn't know, I love YouTube. So this week's video of the week is from a channel called 616 Entertainment. I will tag the channel in the description below. 616 Entertainment, okay? And the video is the history of Mortal Kombat Part 1, the original trilogy. They are not overly detailed, but it's the guy's channel, and he grew up like most of us, grew up with the Mortal Kombat games. He loved the arcade games as well. And basically, it's like a series. I'm not sure how many's in the series, but it goes up to Mortal Kombat X. And so the first one is the original trilogy, and just talks about the games and stuff like that, and gives his opinion on it. A really well put together, shorter videos. They're not like last week's video of the week was 6-hour documentary, the history of video games. You know, did anyone watch that? That was amazing. That was. Yeah, so it's nice to watch smaller ones. But I've just had them on in the background. You know. Yes, he's gone. I'm not sure how many episodes he's done of that series, but I'm quite confident it only goes up to X. He hasn't got Mortal Kombat 11 in there yet. Okay. What have I been reading? Okay, so I finished it. Mortal Kombat. I finished this in work. Yeah, very good book. Absolute fantastic book. Can't recommend it highly enough. High enough? I can't recommend it high enough. It's a hard book to find. I had to get it imported from America, but you can find it. It is, at first, it was like in the £90 plus, and they're all like pre-owned. I think this was an ex-library book. I think it had one of those stickers down the side. So if you look around for it, I think I found it on abebooks.com, and you got to be prepared to pay the waiting game. Shipping was up to 5 weeks, but I think I had it within 2 weeks. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll have to look if there's a sequel. Does anyone know? A novel by Jeff Rovin. I didn't think I should Google to see if there is a sequel. Because it kind of finishes with Shao Kahn he looks forward to come in and he wants to take part in the next Mortal Kombat kind of thing. Yeah, really, really good book that was. And all I've read other than that is my Street Fighter 6 comics. So I believe there's 4 comics in the series, technically 5, because this one is episode 0 or volume 0. But yeah, this was free comic book day. From what I can tell, I've obviously read this one. This is like, it's an alright story. Luke is the main guy in it. Some interesting characters. They're nothing to do with the Street Fighter lore. It's like, oh, they could have replaced that. Like this agent guy, could have had someone else in there maybe. Surely they could have come up with something like that. But then it's alright, you know. But I wasn't impressed with the quality of the comic. Like the middle page is coming out. Look, see that? I wasn't not impressed at all. But that's a free comic. So then, what a difference in quality from picking that up. Again, it's not massively fat, right? But there's this weighs almost twice as heavy as that. It's on much better quality paper. So I'm holding it there because that's how far into it I am. I was reading it last night. This one though is, I haven't made my mind up. I'm more like, so if this is my meter, don't like. If I hate someone or love it, yeah, love someone, it's there. So not disliking the guy, I'm getting to like the guy. I do like him in World Tour mode in the game. But this one, luckily, he's in it, but he's escorting Ken Masters' son. I can't remember his name. The other interesting thing as well, see if I can find it. I was very curious to what JP, what does it stand for? What, do you know what I mean? No, it's like E-Honda. What does E stand for? It's Edmund, isn't it? Edmund Honda. But his name is Johan Petrovich. Johan Petrovich. Take me a while to remember that will. So I thought, now I'm always trying to expand my knowledge in the Street Fighter universe. Because I'm in the top 5%, officially in the top 5% fans in the world. Yeah, so they're good. They're really good. But there's only a few characters. So far, it's been JP's in it, Ken's in it, and basically Ken's son and Luke. That's all that's in this one so far. But I know because I've looked, I'm looking forward to when Jury's in it. I'm just flicking forward. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Spoilers. Yeah, it looks like it's just Ken and his son basically in that one. I'm using that as like a bookmarker that's in there. Okay. I think that's all I've been playing, watching, and reading this week. Not as much as I normally watch. Oh, I suppose last week's episode I'd had a week off, hadn't I? So yes, of course I'm going to be playing, reading, and watching a lot more. You know. I'm going to do a video. I'll probably film it today, but it'll probably be up within the week or so. I'm going to read through that. I'm itching to read, and I thought let's get the camera on it and read it and share it with you guys. It looks a good read, that one does. Or maybe some of my other retro gaming magazines, okay? There we go. Let me know in the comments, how's your week been? What have you been up to? What have you been playing? Has anyone completed World Tour mode on Street Fighter 6? I feel a bit left out. I thought I would have done it by now, but I don't want to rush it. I'm enjoying it, you know? I'm enjoying it. There we go. We'll cut it off there. Thanks for watching till the end, guys. Love each and every one of you. Love you. Bye.